Is it okay to check your partner's phone? The question of whether it is acceptable to check your partner's phone has become increasingly relevant in today's digital age, where smartphones store personal information, messages, social media interactions, and private conversations. This issue taps into deeper aspects of trust, privacy, and boundaries in a relationship. While some argue that checking a partner's phone can help ensure transparency, others view it as a violation of trust and privacy. Whether or not it is appropriate depends on the dynamics of the relationship, the level of trust, and the motives behind the act. Below, we will explore different perspectives to help understand this complex issue. 1. Trust and transparency. In many relationships, trust is the foundation that allows both partners to feel secure and open with one another. For some couples, sharing everything, including phone access, might feel natural and can foster a sense of transparency. In cases where both partners have agreed to share their devices, checking a phone might not be seen as an invasion of privacy, but rather as a symbol of openness and trust. This mutual agreement might be particularly comforting in relationships where there has been past dishonesty or infidelity, as it can act as a way to rebuild lost trust. However, trust should not have to depend on checking each other's phones. In a healthy relationship, partners should ideally be able to feel secure without the need for surveillance. If one partner feels compelled to check the other's phone to trust them, this could indicate deeper trust issues within the relationship that need to be addressed through open communication, rather than invasive actions. 2. Privacy and personal boundaries. One of the most common arguments against checking a partner's phone is that it violates their privacy and personal boundaries. Even in the closest relationships, each individual is entitled to a degree of privacy, and that includes digital privacy. Phones are personal devices where people store intimate details, private conversations with friends and family, and information unrelated to the relationship. Checking your partner's phone without permission can feel intrusive and controlling. Respecting each other's boundaries is essential to maintaining a healthy relationship. Partners need to trust that the other person is entitled to their own private space, whether physical or digital. Crossing that line can lead to feelings of distrust, resentment, and even emotional withdrawal, as the partner whose phone was checked might feel that their personal autonomy is not respected. 3. Insecurity and control. Often, the desire to check a partner's phone stems from insecurity or fear of infidelity. If one partner has suspicions or concerns about the other's faithfulness, they may feel tempted to look through their partner's phone for evidence. While this may provide temporary relief or confirmation, it is not a healthy long-term solution. Constantly feeling the need to check your partner's phone points to a lack of trust and a deeper issue within the relationship. Furthermore, checking a partner's phone can sometimes be used as a form of control. When one partner monitors the other's private conversations or activities, it can create an unhealthy power dynamic. This level of control can lead to possessiveness and a lack of freedom in the relationship. Rather than fostering love and trust, it can make the relationship feel suffocating and ultimately lead to its breakdown. 4. Communication over surveillance. Instead of checking a partner's phone, the healthier approach is to have open and honest communication about any concerns or insecurities. If one partner feels that something is off in the relationship, addressing it directly through conversation can help clarify the situation and lead to a better understanding of each other's feelings. Open dialogue about boundaries, transparency, and trust is far more effective than secretly checking a partner's phone. By discussing these issues, couples can build a foundation of mutual respect and trust. If, after talking, both partners agree to share their phone information as a gesture of openness, it can be done in a way that respects each other's autonomy. However, it should never be done out of coercion or as a substitute for healthy communication. 5. The consequences of phone snooping. Checking a partner's phone without their knowledge or consent can have significant consequences. It can cause a breach of trust, leading to fights, hurt feelings, and sometimes even the end of the relationship. If the partner being monitored finds out, they may feel violated and lose trust in their partner's respect for their privacy. This act can damage the relationship more than the issues that prompted the snooping in the first place. Moreover, phone snooping can often lead to misunderstandings. Text messages or social media interactions can easily be taken out of context, leading to unnecessary arguments. Misinterpretation of these interactions can fuel suspicions and escalate tensions in the relationship, even if no wrongdoing occurred. In conclusion, whether it is okay to check your partner's phone depends on the context and the boundaries set in the relationship. While some couples may be comfortable sharing everything, including phone access, this should be based on mutual consent and trust, not insecurity or control. Trust, communication, and respect for privacy are crucial to maintaining a healthy relationship. Rather than checking a partner's phone, addressing concerns openly and discussing boundaries is a far healthier and more productive approach. Checking a phone should never replace honest communication, and in many cases, it may do more harm than good.